Hey dolls, how is everyone? So, I'm actually filming when it's still light outside. How crazy is that? Crazy, I tell ya. Hi. Okay, so anyways, I want to show you guys something really cool. My mom got me these little lipstick holders. Aren't they just so nifty? They're antique lipstick holders. And I decided that since I just started my MAC lipstick collection, and these are the only two I own, I have the Viva Glam and the Viva Nikki, or the Viva Glam Gaga, I think that's, yep, that's the Nikki one, and the Viva Glam Gaga. So those are the two that I bought to start out my MAC lipstick collection, and I'm going to keep them in these. And the funny thing about it is, they are one of the only lipsticks besides the Wet n Wilds and a couple other brands that actually fit in there. Because in the olden days, quote unquote olden days, their lipstick tubes were very tiny. Still, I actually have a couple. I'll have to find them so I can show you guys one time, you know, because sorry, I just seen somebody pull up and I wasn't sure if it was from my house. But anyways, I told you guys in my last haul, or the haul before that, the one where I did my vanity tour, the surprise vanity tour, that I was going to show you guys some of my palettes that I have and kind of review them with you guys and let you know which ones are good and which ones aren't. I normally don't buy stuff I don't like. There might be a couple, but we'll see. So I wanted to start out with Urban Decay because Urban Decay is one of my favorite cosmetics companies, and every year they come out with a beautiful palette. It's almost like a collection palette that they come out with, and I normally get them every year. I didn't get the Book of Shadows yet. I am going to get it, but see, my reasoning for not getting it, to be honest with you, is because a lot of the eyeshadows that they put in these collector's palettes are duplicates. So yeah, they're nice and pretty, but I don't need 4 eyeshadows of the same color in 4 different palettes. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I'm kind of contemplating on buying the Book of Shadows. But anyways, I think I'd rather buy one of their custom palettes because you can pick the colors and custom make it, and I like that better. So anyways, I went to Sephora. This came out, the Alice in Wonderland palette came out when Alice in Wonderland came out, which I'm not exactly sure, you know, the one with Johnny Depp. I'm not exactly sure what year that was. I think it was 2011. I could be wrong. It might even have been 2010. I've had this palette for a long time. But anyways, I went to Sephora, and I wasn't specifically looking for this. I was just looking around. And I happened to run into a lady that I used to work with, and she then, worked at Sephora. And I seen it, and I said, oh my god, when did you guys get these? She said, we just got them in today. I just literally stocked them not even 15 minutes ago before you walked in. And I said, how much are they? And she said they're $50. And I was like, okay, I want one. So she took it up to the counter for me, and I just shopped around a little bit. I think that's the day I got my Kat Von D eyeshadow. And it's kind of funny when you can recall and remember days that you bought certain makeups, isn't it? It's hilarious. So anyways, I went up to go purchase it. I was done shopping, and she said my manager just called, told me to take all the Alice in Wonderland palettes off the shelf, so I put them up too early. I wasn't supposed to put them up yet. So my heart fell to my stomach, and I was like, no, I wanted it so bad. Please don't do that to me. And she's like, no, I'm still going to sell you yours because I told you I would. I knew her, so But anyway, so she sold it to me, and I was so excited because I got this palette before most people got it, which, no big deal, but I just thought it was kind of cool. So anyways, that Urban Decay's palettes all have this right here, and I know there's a mirror, so I'm going to cover it. But see, it's very, very pretty. It's got the, Alice with the mushrooms and the mushrooms. Very pretty, right? And then, that you pull out this tray, which doing this with one finger is not easy. So bear with me, guys. Okay. Now, obviously, I don't keep the products that come in these palettes in the actual palette. This came with 2 eyeliners and a primer potion. So these are the colors, and I know that I'm sure there's been many reviews on this on YouTube. I'm just showing you guys my palettes. So there's some pretty colors in here. Underland Alice, or Gillum that I can't say right there, that one. Queen, Chesser, White Rabbit, Wonderland, Curiosor, Moochness, Mushroom, Midnight Tea Party, which I think is Midnight Cowboy Rides again. Like, these are all duplicates, some of them, most of them. Vorpal, Epsilon, Drink Me, Eat Me, Mad Hatter, and Jabberwocky. So, they're really pretty colors, but a lot of them, like I said, are duplicates, and you'll see when I show you my other palettes. Very beautiful colors. You guys already know Urban Decay is very pigmented, absolutely beautiful. Look at that. Everybody knows, and I've barely used this palette. I hate to say that, but I haven't. I actually was on eBay the other day looking at the Urban Decay Roller Girl palette because I want that palette, and I was stupid and didn't buy it when they had it on sale on Urban Decay for 12 or 13 bucks. And sorry, I have to grab a wipe. I forgot to do that before the video, and I didn't grab it like a dum-dum. And so I went on eBay to look for it, and when I punched in Urban Decay, the Alice in Wonderland palette popped up. And it was like going for $200 on eBay. I could not believe it. I was like, are you serious? And it was used. It wasn't, you know, I was like, wow. So people must really want this palette. And, you know, I don't know. Whatever, I guess. But beautiful colors. Like I said, I think this is Midnight Cowboy Rides again. Yeah, that's definitely Midnight Cowboy Rides again. Very pretty. I mean, I love their eyeshadows. Absolutely beautiful. Urban Decay was one of the first high-end palettes that I ever bought, and it was the deluxe palette, I think it's called. So anyways, the Alice in Wonderland palette, if you can get your hands on it, I'm not sure if you can, you should get it because it's wonderful, and I love it. I'm telling you, it's an awesome addition to any cosmetics, you know, any makeup collection. Now, the next palette I'm going to talk about is another Urban Decay palette, and this was their their UNork palette. No, I'm sorry, Urban Decay NYC palette. When I seen this, I had to get it because New York is my absolute favorite city of all time. I've always wanted to live there. But anyways, it's same thing. I'm going to show you guys if I can do this with one hand. Let's see if I'm talented enough because it doesn't seem to be working. Yay me. Okay. I don't know why this is so difficult. It's because it's magnetized. Hold on, guys. This one's like really okay. Jeez. Wow. Sorry. Okay. This has a mirror too. Let's just cover that because I look horrible. Okay, this one's cool because it's got like the whole New York City theme going on in there. The cab, people, shoes, you know, the lights. It lights up. Like, how awesome is that? I fell in love with this palette. Okay. Then when you pull the drawer out, beautiful colors. And I honestly don't even think I've ever even swatched this. That's sad. Wow. Okay, but anyways, they have Perversion, Uzi, Loaded, Kush, Midnight Cowboy Rides Again, Last Call, Rockstar Money, Height, Maui Wowie, Smog, Bordello, Radium, Snatch, Suspect, and Psychedelic Sister. So, I've already seen some duplicates. Let me see if I can pull this one out again and show you guys. Because I see them. Alright. I think. At least I thought I did. Okay. Kush. Oh, no, that's two different greens. Okay, so maybe there isn't in this one, but Last Call looks a lot like Queen. I stuck my finger in one. I don't know. I know that there's usually a lot of duplicates in these palettes, but maybe this one doesn't have that many, which is cool. And I can't believe I just stuck my finger in Maui Wowie. Let's see what that color looks like. Very pretty. I need to use these more. I can't even believe I've never swatched this. I can totally tell I've never swatched it. That's crazy. Craziness. Okay, Perversion. That is a really pretty matte black. Well, it's not really matte. It does have sparkle, but wow, I didn't even know. Like, it is pretty matte. It's got a little bit of sparkle in it, though. That is nifty. I honestly, you guys, I didn't know that. I thought I had used this. It was probably that one that I used. But anyway, so this is the Urban Decay NYC palette. If you can get your hands on it, I suggest you do. It's beautiful colors now that I'm looking at it. Look at that. Like, wow. Look how pretty. I mean, their eyeshadows are so pigmented, and from what I heard, they're even better now. They have a new formulation, and that's why they came out with the custom palettes, because they have their new formulation of their eyeshadows, and it's supposed to be like the best eyeshadow in the world. So, alright, what palette next? Okay, I'm going to do the Jemma Kidd Backstage Kit. This is one that I don't dislike, but I could have lived without. I got this around Christmas time. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Jemma Kidd. Jemma Kidd is actually a cosmetics company that they sell out of Target. And I had never heard of her until I went there. Of course, there's a big mirror. I'll cover that. Okay. So, anyways, the Backstage Kit comes with this little pamphlet that shows you how to do things and yada yada yada, all that good stuff. Okay, then in here, it comes with, like, concealer palette. They sell a concealer palette. Let me see if I can find mine. That's actually called Mannequin. Here it is. Okay, so I have the palette. And it's not a favorite of mine. It's okay. It works alright. You really need to work with it to blend it. Your fingers, you know, obviously it's best to use your fingers because of the warmth of your fingers, but I don't know, it's not the best in the world. But it came with that, which this is called Mannequin, I believe. Yeah, Mannequin Skin Perfection Kit, Perfector Kit. So, okay, so it came with that. It came with like a, I don't know, foundation concealer type thing. It came with a highlighter, and then it came with really pretty eyeshadows. I do like the eyeshadows. They are not as pigmented as I thought they were going to be. They are pretty though, but they're not, you know, nothing special. So, you know, it came with that. Came with some applicator brushes, which I never use those. I don't know about you guys, sometimes, but not very often. Okay, then when you slide this out, sorry, you guys know I'm using one hand. Okay, you have a contouring blush, 2 blushes, and like a highlighter type translucent powder with some lip glosses down here. I don't even think I've ever used them because I was so disappointed with the top of the palette that I didn't even really bother. Like, all I've really done is swatched this. I have never even really touched it. You know, just by lightly swatching it, that was it. I don't even know what the lip gloss's consistency is. Let's see. It's pretty. It's just a pink, but that is definitely pretty. You know, so that's the Backstage Kit. I will honestly tell you that there are better products out there if you were planning on buying this. Don't. Or, I mean, I guess if you want to buy it, but in my eyes, I just think there's better things that could be bought with my money. And I bought this just because, you know, it was something new, and I thought, okay, hey, it's got everything in it. It's alright. It wasn't the greatest, you know. Okay, let's see. My next palette is my NYX Every Color Imaginable Eyeshadow Palette. There's 78 colors. I want to say that this was like the Makeup Artist Palette AB or something like that. I think it says on the back. Sorry, these are kind of dusty because they've been in my drawer forever. S104, I don't know. Okay, so this one opens up like that, and then you have some beautiful, literally beautiful eyeshadows. I love NYX. I love them. Let's see how pigmented these are. Like, look at that green. Very, very pretty. Look. It's like, oh. No, I'm just kidding. Like, beautiful. I don't use this palette as much as I should either, which is kind of funny. But the cool thing about this is when you slide it open, you get even more. So you get all these shadows which is extremely awesome. I used to use this red right here, if you guys can see that. It is a beautiful red. I'm talking about, like, I love it red. I used to use that for my eyebrows because I had fire engine red hair. And I used to use that for my eyebrows, and it worked perfectly. I think there's actually a picture of me with red hair in my last slideshow I just did. So yeah, I used to use that all the time. I love the pink colors, the green. I mean, you got every color imaginable in here. It's absolutely beautiful. And then right here, you got some more colors. It's just an awesome palette. This is something that I would definitely purchase again. So the NYX palette like this, you guys should definitely... Let's see what this black's like, because, yeah, see, look at that. Like, just awesome matte black color. I'm loving it. So, yeah, this is the NYX every color imaginable palette. If you guys can get your hands on this, which I know you can at nyx.com, purchase it, because this one's awesome and it's worth every penny. I think I paid 25 bucks for this one, and it was worth it. I mean, you've seen all the stuff that comes in it. Okay, my next palette, I'm just pulling from the top here, guys. Okay, this one, they're all so dusty. Okay. This one is the Color Workshop. It's a cheap palette. I think I got this for probably 10 bucks at a CVS or a Walgreens. I don't remember where. And I remember this one's kind of tricky to open, too. So you know what? I'm going to set you guys down for a minute. Sorry about that. Hold on. Whoa. Sorry, guys. It just takes me a minute to open this because it's a tricky palette. It's a cool palette, but it's tricky. Whoa. Sorry you guys fell. Okay. This is the Color Workshop palette I bought, and I think when I bought this, I mainly bought it for the lip glosses because look at those colors. Like, whoa. And I've never used them. Then you got their blushes. The blushes were pretty too. I mean, I don't think this palette was really that bad. Yeah, see, that's pretty. And it don't smell like cheapy makeup. You know how, like, some of them have that cheapy makeup smell? That's a pretty blush color in between those two right there. So, it came with all these lip glosses, which to me is pretty cool. Then it came with these blushes, which, you know, there's a highlighter, contour, and then blush colors, when they're all very pigmented. And then you got the eyeshadows. I don't think I've ever used this palette. I don't even know if I've ever even... Yeah, I've maybe swatched it, but... Let's see here. Wow. Okay. Then there must have been a reason I bought this, because they're pretty pigmented. Not bad. Not the greatest, but with an eyeshadow primer, I'm sure it would work. I don't know... Oh, okay, so there's 96 shades. There's a big mirror right here, as you guys can see. There's 96 shades, which is cool. I don't know if you can still get this. I got this, I think, last Christmas at a CVS, I believe, or something like that. But if you can find it, it's not bad. I think I only paid like $5-10 bucks for it. So it's called the Color Workshop. I'm starting to stack them up over there. Okay. Then the next one is a special palette to me only because my dad bought it for me for Christmas. He is so funny. He knows I'm addicted to makeup, obviously. And he went to Ulta, and, sorry guys, I had to scoot up. He tried to get me the Makeup Artist palette or something it was called. I'm not exactly sure. It was like the deluxe palette. Oh, and you know what? I just realized this video is about 19 minutes long now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut here, and then I'm going to start off on a new video. So I will see you dolls in a minute.